With the consoles receiving their launch date, pre-order prices being set, and all of us striving to get that day one console, we all need games to be playing on day one. If you're looking for some tips on how to save money, here's how you're going to save up to £10 to £15 on next generation games. Before we get started, guys, in the comment section down below, I want to hear what games you guys are absolutely psyched for the start of this next generation. What PS5 games and what Xbox Series X games are you looking to be picking up, or are you most excited for the start of the next generation? If you're new around here, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to get notifications about all the latest from this channel. And guys, let's get into the video. Now, the console wars are well and truly underway, and the hype around the launch has been incredible. For PlayStation users, we managed to get a sight into Demon's Souls, Ratchet & Clank, Gran Turismo, and we have more to look forward to. Added to this roster, we had a sneak peek right at the end, which seems to be God of War Ragnarok. And as well as that, the Hogwarts Legacy game has been announced that will be coming to both consoles for 2021. Those on Xbox also had a great insight to also what a brute face will be looking like in the new Halo game coming up. Apart from Halo and the graphics starting off, they also have Hellblade 2 and more games going into the Xbox Game Pass, looking towards the start of Xbox Series X. Adding to their selection for Xbox Game Pass, Xbox managed to buy Bethesda out, which means Skyrim could be heading just to Xbox. Wow. That is a great catch to get. With all the excitement going into the games heading into the next generation console, saving money is going to be absolutely key, as this could add to maybe buying another game or even accessories for our consoles. Games companies will be bringing some of their games out as free updates when it comes to the PS5 versions. For example, FIFA have done the dual entitlement, saying if you buy it on PS4 or Xbox One, you'll be entitled to the free upgrade going to the next generation for PS5 and Xbox Series X. The vast majority of companies have been really putting us gamers first, with Microsoft taking the approach of Xbox Smart Delivery, with every game being able to play to the best of its abilities on the version of your next gen console. There even was a call from Xbox saying to give gamers free upgrades. However, not every games company has gone with this. If you're a fan of the game Control, then your game will not be getting that free upgrade. So unfortunately, you will have to buy that game all over again for PS5 or Xbox Series X. Games like Cold War, NBA, and Spider-Man have all also announced that their games will only be coming as a free upgrade if you buy the Ultimate Editions or certain select packages for their games, which unfortunately means more money down the drain. We want to see where we can save our money. Companies have come out saying if you buy their game on the current generation, you will get a free upgrade going into the next generation. So, how can we use this to our advantage? For example, Cyberpunk, the well-anticipated Keanu Reeves game, have come out and announced, we are happy to confirm that Cyberpunk 2077 will be backwards compatible with both next-gen consoles. Your PS5 copy of the game will work on PS5 on launch day. Anyone who buys the game on Xbox One will be able to play their copy on Xbox Series X when the console launches too. They also say about a free upgrade that will come to make sure it takes advantage of that next-gen hardware. Now, this is superb for gamers to hear. Even the dreaded EA, who love to suck the money from people, have even made their games free for people going into that next-gen console. Yes! This is where we can have our first method from saving money from the current generation heading to the next generation. The games that have been announced so far as free upgrades are as follows: Witcher 3, Doom Eternal, Elder Scrolls Online, Fortnite, Destiny 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Dead by Daylight, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion, Far Cry 6, Dirt 5, Cyberpunk, FIFA 21, Avengers, Hitman 3, Outriders, Grounded, Vampire, Miles Morales, Sackboy, and Horizon Forbidden West. So, now we know the games. How can we save the money? The PS5 games tend to be varying between £50 to £80 depending on the game and where you are buying. Now, if you can cope with not receiving games even through a midnight launch or earlier in the day, then your best bet will be ordering from sites online. And no, I do not mean Amazon. For the UK users like me, Game tends to be one of the mainstream places for our game. Yet the prices have been exceptionally priced, with games ranging from £51.99 for Miles Morales up to £69.99 for Cold War. Companies like Game will always price as high as they can. However, one perk of the games is trading in. Now, if you are going to buy from game, only do it if you are going to trade in games. Maybe some of those games I said about an upgrade going into, you could trade those games in and help yourself go towards a PS5 or Xbox Series X game. Don't buy it normally as they are overpriced. Therefore, if you have a game that is on either the Xbox Game Pass or the newly announced PlayStation Collection, you need to make sure that you are there to trade in your games, as you will be getting them for free anyway. With the Xbox Game Pass, there is a whole bunch of games that could be there, but for the PlayStation Collection, there is a very few amount there. So, if you want to know what those games are, listen up. Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second Son, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, Ratchet & Clank, Uncharted 4, Until Dawn, and Resident Evil Biohazard. And since making this video, I've seen on the list that they've added Crash Bandicoot and Black Ops 3, The Zombies Chronicles, so those are added as well. Okay, bye. If you want to keep the games for sentimental reasons, then feel free. But if you are here to save money, then make sure you go and trade those games in at Game or your local store, if there's one that does that in the US. I don't really know. I apologize. Then, as soon as we start to look away from game, we can look to websites like pricerunner.co.uk. These comparison websites will always compare the best prices for these games, even now with pre-orders. Now, some of these sites can sometimes be slightly dodgy that they might go on, and they need to analyze those a bit better. But if you are from the UK and you need a trusted website that is low in prices, then listen up. TheGameCollection.net is your savior. I've used them for years, and even with games like SpongeBob Rehydrated, when I got it a few days early from the actual release date. So you could potentially get your games early. How insane is that? Even on some of the PS5 and Xbox Series X games, they chop down their prices. So, for example, let's take Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The PS5 version from Game costs $51.99, whereas the PS4 version from TheGameCollection.net, where it is a free upgrade to PS5, so the exact same game, costs $46.95. Here you could save yourself a good £5, which could go towards another game in the future. But the savings can get larger. Watch Dogs Legion on Next Gen costs $54.99 at Game, but at the Game Collection, you could save £10, spending £44.95 again for a free upgrade. It may not sound like much, but if you do this for 2 to 3 games like this, you could end up saving yourself around £15 to £20, maybe even £30. That could go towards another game, and if you're going to wait on some of these games, then the price could go down as well and save yourself even more money. And remember, any sites that you're going to use, if it is the Game Collection or another site, make sure you check and see if they've got a reward system. Game has it, but also the GameCollection.net has it. So as you start to build up a couple of games you're buying, you can end up chopping the price down of some games in the future. Buy enough, you could get yourself a free game to purchase from it. And this all depends on the games you want to be playing on next gen. PlayStation have just announced saying a lot of the PS4 games, pretty much all of them bar 10, will be playable on the PS5. And that's the exact same for Xbox One as well. So make sure you keep a hand on some of the games that you want to be taking to the next gen, keeping an eye on what games are free upgrades, and making sure you know where you can save that money the most. Guys, if you have enjoyed the video, you can click this video by here. I really think you're going to enjoy it. Get to see a bit of me again. Apart from that, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed. Make sure you get saving, be wise going into the next generation, and I'll see you on the next episode.